Okay, now we don't really have a vlog from today, and speaking of that, I need to pretty much go into an editing coma for the next few days, or to be realistic, the next few months. So there either won't be vlogs or there'll be simple ones like this where we just film one thing each day and upload it for you guys. I'm not sure which route we're going, but just in case we don't upload, that's what's up. But I feel like I needed to give a few closing thoughts on the whole video game thing so we can close that chapter up and put it away, so to speak. I somehow became like a ambassador or advocate for video games, and I feel vastly unqualified to do so. I'm fine. I'm not against them, but as much as I used to think I was a gamer, I don't qualify on the same level as gamers whatsoever. I'm more in the boat of a person that really enjoys playing video games from time to time. That being said, the discussion was awesome, and I wanted to kind of say a couple things more. Okay, really, this is just to safeguard myself in case my future kids find these videos. So to my future kids, get off your lazy bum and do something with your life. No, in all seriousness. But yeah, my original point stands, and that's nothing to do with like video games themselves so much as just careful how we judge other people's lifestyles, because I know in posting these vlogs we're gonna live life dramatically different from a lot of other people that watch these vlogs, and that's totally fine. A good comparison to kind of remove the video games from the equation and tell you what I'm talking about. For instance, Hannah and I do not drink alcohol. There's a whole number of reasons, but a couple of those reasons being we know there are people that struggled with it or are struggling with it, and we don't want to be like a stumbling block. Now, there's a ton of other reasons, but those are a couple. That being said, I'm not forcing those opinions on someone else. I'm not forcing other people to fall in line with what we think. I'm still friends with tons of people that do enjoy alcohol from time to time. I still will meet another content creator at a bar, hang out, talk about it. Like, I'm totally fine. That's just a decision we made. I don't think alcohol is necessarily wrong. There are plenty of people that keep it classy and just enjoy a drink every now and then. And it's kind of the same thing for video games. I don't want video games to be elevated to this like platform where like they're amazing, you can't say anything or whatever. No, I just want them to be treated like everything else. Some people might likewise see them as addicting, or see people that have wasted their life on them and therefore want to stay so far away from them that they don't risk that. Similar to how we treat alcohol, and that's totally fine. The problem becomes when they start forcing those opinions on everyone else and just generalizing video games as a whole in that way. Hopefully that makes sense, but that's kind of my point I wanted to drive home. Nothing specifically video game related, like they lead to all these awesome things, which they do. I love the conversation we've been having, but I can agree with people that said strictly being held accountable for your time, video games will not be the best use of your time. However, there's a long list of things you could write for every generation where what they did or what they wasted their time on was not the best use of their time. So once again, it's not like I'm trying to make video games or gamers a protected species. I just am trying to treat it like everything else. I think that kind of makes sense. So let me dive into some of the comments here, because I super appreciate what everyone had to say. On the note of your guys' comments, the original comment that whole video was about was like shortly deleted, not by us, but I felt like I should say that because this whole thing might not make sense without that comment. And that's okay. I'm not going to like try and perpetuate that original comment or anything. I know without that context, our video might be a little bit confusing. Actually, before I jump into the comments on that video, somebody commented on the game night video that we posted, and sorry, I'm horrible with names, so I don't remember, but they basically said, I'm not into gaming, but I still love your guys' channel, have fun, something to that effect. And that wins like best comment of the month, because that's exactly what I was hoping for or expected, was that absolutely not everyone will agree with us or enjoy that kind of content. That's why I separated it from the vlogs, so you guys would still get vlogs aside from that content. So there you go. There's somebody that's not into it, but was okay that we posted it. Okay, Tom, I owe you dinner sometime, and you should be the one to take us around Chicago and show us around, because I have like this completely irrational fear of Chicago and I've never desired to go there. But I feel like if we could meet you and like hang out with you there and you could show us around, we could probably make a pretty cool video. But you provided a little more insight that I didn't have into the wild goose chase, which was trying to link violence and video games. I did want to discuss that a little bit further, because yeah, like I said, I remember that being a huge topic of conversation in the media for many years, and here's my problem with it. Like you said, there has been nothing with millions of dollars spent and tons of studies. There has never been any facts or any evidence to link video games and violence, that people can always separate realism in video games. So yeah, going further into that, what really irks me and the problem with that is when we kind of perpetuate that idea, that video games promote violence and stuff. This has happened many times over the last few years, but violent people or violent kids have got off with easy or short sentences because their lawyers are able to blame video games or something of a similar nature for fostering or sparking violent behaviors or disorders and actions and stuff like that. And it's crazy to me. It's crazy. We got to hold the humans accountable, not this other stuff. For example, a drunk driver takes someone's life. The media, the politicians, they're not screaming to have alcohol removed from the world or anything like that. No, everyone universally understands it's the person and their foolish actions that should be held accountable, and that's who they go after. So why is it different with video games? You know, why aren't we holding the people accountable? That's the way I look at it anyways. I think you're right. It's like we're kind of excusing people's actions at this point if we let them blame video games for that sort of thing. Okay, I had to move this into the basement where it's cooler because the camera kept overheating outside. And I kind of forget where I was at, but I do remember I was going through comments here. I thought it was interesting, the point that TV shows and movies, equally a waste of time piece of entertainment, often have political ideals or agendas in them that you might not subscribe to, whereas video games are another source of entertainment that doesn't have that. And I that was an interesting thing I never thought of, but then I sat there and thought back through all the TV shows and movies we've watched over the past like 1 or 2 years here, or tried to watch, and I was like, you know what, there were almost always like a political ideal that we had to just sit there and kind of roll our eyes and be like, all right, let's go. So anyway, that was interesting. You're right. And then as much as I agree with everyone that says they're a waste of time, I also do agree with everyone that they have led to countless innovations and careers and benefited us in so many ways that people don't see. Well, anyway, everyone can go read through the comments on that video. There's a lot of awesome stuff that was said, a lot of awesome conversation. I do think video games benefit us in many ways, such as just leading people to their technology careers or providing huge innovations. Goose was talking about the art teams behind some of these, and you're right, like the art teams behind some of these video games are just insane, like super talented people. We've had the pleasure of doing photos for people that worked on a video game art team over in Seattle, and I mean, he knew Photoshop way better than I did. Their talent is just mind-blowing. And again, my point of all this is not to be like we must protect our beloved video games or anything like that. I just want them to be treated like other stuff, you know? I don't know if this video's making any sense. I think what really happened is we shocked everyone when it came out that we waste our time or that we do things for entertainment and stuff as well. I think that kind of took people by surprise a little bit. But I'm glad we did it, because I feel like we were starting to get boxed in with our content, or we were kind of becoming pawns for creating other people's content. When no, our YouTube channel, I want to listen to other people's feedback and create stuff that you guys like, but ultimately it's our channel and we're going to share our life and things we do and things we enjoy, and we're going to try new stuff, which is what the gameplay video was, trying something new. Originally it was intended to be like one video a month, and then it blew up into all this, which was way more fun, so it all worked out in the end. I gotta add one quick thing in relation to content and kind of clearing things up for you guys. Tom had a good point that maybe we should have a separate channel for like the gaming or the other stuff that we do, so that people can know what to expect from what they subscribe to, pretty much. And that's a really good idea, and I think ultimately that would be the route to go. Here's why we didn't do that. For one, it's just a daunting task for me to have multiple channels. Like, this one's already so much work, and I'm probably unique in that I enjoy watching every type of content out there. I enjoy watching vlogs, I enjoy watching tech channels, I enjoy watching gamers and stuff like that. So I think I probably translated in my head that other people like that too. And so maybe, what if there's one channel that did all of that? But I'm probably wrong. There probably are people that just watch vloggers or just watch gaming videos or something like that. But ultimately, why we uploaded that video to our channel, like, we use tools and stuff to see what's trending online, what's trending on Google searches and stuff like that. And this game has completely crushed the search engines. I mean, it's dominating everything. Every YouTuber we watch has been playing this game. Every video game highlight reel, everything has just been about this game. So we thought we would dip into it a little bit, tap into that stream, and try posting some videos on our channel, if that makes sense. So yeah, it's sort of a business move, but we do really enjoy it. And that would be the point of like the podcast too. I don't want this stuff to take over our vlogs, but I want to be able to talk about trending things on YouTube, like maybe give our opinion on the Paul Bros, if you're familiar with them, stuff like that we could do in a podcast, and then tap into that stream of trending content here on this channel, drive traffic. Hopefully that makes sense. That might be the wrong move. You might be right. We should just post it to a different channel. We're just going to kind of feel around and try different things out. But I thought that might provide some insight if anyone feels like that gameplay video just came way out of like left field. That's, I think, where I'm going to wrap it up. I don't even know if this video makes sense or is worth uploading. But now I feel like I've kind of conversed with you guys a little bit on the topic, and we can kind of close that chapter and move on, get back to shooting the vlogs and stuff that we do. There's going to be so much cool stuff coming up. I just can't wait to get through summer. Right now, it's like everything, it's kind of like this channel is in hibernation in a sense. Like, yeah, we're making videos and stuff, but compared to all the plans we have for it, once we get out of summer and all of the editing we're sitting on, I think it's just going to explode. It's going to be so much fun. We will see you guys in the next video, whenever it is, hopefully tomorrow. Thanks for all the awesome conversation surrounding this topic. I really appreciate the people that disagree with us, but still kind of conversed, shared opinions, or just watch the videos just for fun. See you guys.